Konnichiwa minasan, and 107 here coming at you from Richie Rich Labs, and today I'm taking a look at Plague Tale Innocence. Look, this game is one of those gems that just pops out of nowhere, and it really enlightens. It really touches a gamer's creativity and just gamer tickle pickles. The thing is, this game delivers on the promise of grabbing something sort of real and just fantasizing it to the point that it's not real, but it's fun and it feels real in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like the story, the dynamics between her and the kid, and I don't even remember their name, sadly, like they're in there. But the thing is, this is one of my new favorite IPs, and I'm going to be testing it on the Xbox Series X, the Xbox Series S, Xbox One X, and the Xbox One S. And let me tell you, recently got patched for the Xbox Series X and S, so it runs at 60 FPS. Let's take a look at it, and let me tell you, this is the perfect example of why a Series S and an Xbox One X are still viable options for gamers. I hope you enjoyed that little tidbit of music. Xbox Series X on the left, Xbox Series S on the right. Across the line, we're trying to target 60 FPS. As you can see on the left, Xbox Series X doesn't quite hit that all the time. It'll drop here and there to high 40s. And then resolution target, what I've been able to find online is that we're trying to apparently hit 1440p on the Xbox Series X, 60 FPS. And then the Xbox Series S is aiming for 60 FPS, 1080p. Definitely draw distance is different, I can attest to that, and this game is the perfect example. Besides being a nice new fresh IP and just beautiful story, honestly I love the dynamic of the female mother figure here and the child growing up as the family, and just the timing and how the roles were and all that stuff. Like, it's just, I really like this story. It's like soft and it gets me teary-eyed, and that's why I picked the music for you, because I love the setting too, and I try to do a lot of work into this game. But anyway, Plague Tale Innocence. This one, it's not going to run at 60, mostly on the Xbox Series X. Xbox Series S, from what I've been able to find, is it sticks to its 60 FPS target more often than not. But that is mostly due in part that is pushing less pixels, 1080p to be exact, is what I've been able to find online, which I'll cover the Xbox One X and the Xbox One S in the next section in just a few seconds. But anyway, I could say that with VRR or AMD FreeSync enabled televisions or monitors, that variable refresh rate and FreeSync are going to take care of the Xbox Series X drops. And then again, let's not expect a perfect performance out of this title, because it's a small team and it's a new IP, and I personally believe they did a phenomenal job. As you can see here, the Xbox One X on the left and the Xbox One S on the right. 30 FPS on both consoles, and so far the Xbox One S, it's running, the resolution on this game is pretty low, and the draw distances are significantly obviously different and lower on the Xbox One S and the Xbox Series S. So 1440p is what I believe the Xbox One X is targeting, and because look, this is the kind of game that showcases my point when I tell people, and you, my audience, Xbox One X still has a place in the ecosystem of Xbox. The console, compared to the Xbox Series S, is able to deliver sharper games still. Maybe later down the road it probably won't, but right now this game shows you that yes, it is running at 30, half the FPS, but you're getting a lot of draw distance. Like, you can easily tell the difference between the draw distance of where things load on the Xbox One X version of a Plague Tale Innocence and the Xbox One S and the Xbox Series S. The game looks sharper on the Xbox One X than the Xbox Series S, but of course FPS really drastically makes this game just feel at home. You know, the animations don't look as low quality. By the way, look at the fire, and that's one thing I noticed on the 60 FPS version of the game. The Fire seems to be running at a lower FPS, probably 30. So that was just an interesting bit. Also, the Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S version of Plague Tale Innocence, when you're gonna jump over objects, it seems to switch the A button with the Y button. But anyway, that's just an interesting quirk. Plus, it removes like this glossy feeling from the wood that you're seeing there on the barrel. It also removes that. But anyway, besides those points, and pretty much being a stable experience on the Xbox One X and the Xbox One S of 30 FPS, 900p on the One S, definitely it still looks like Plague Tale. It doesn't suffer from like Cyberpunk syndrome where it looks like a completely different game. And by the way, loading times, amazingly short. Like, it doesn't even give you enough time to read the description of the map it's loading. It's that nice. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to support the channel with a sub and a like along the way. Get the bell, and I hope to see you at streamingliveacademy.com. Peace out.